We saw a clip. What is your opinion or what thought comes to your mind? Yes.
Friendliness and it's most important when we stay in a group, school, college, and society.
Okay. Friendliness, society. Okay.
Yes, citizens are very good.
Good. Quite blunt. Huh?
Respect, responsibility, and knowledge makes good perfect citizen.
Yes. Good.
Make careful choices.
But to be what? In which category you want to go? Citizen. Not the other two? Okay.
The first step towards civilization is to take responsibility rather than running.
Yes. Seeking responsibility.
We must help in all our life and have a
Sense of responsibility. Yes.
We must think out of our comfort.
Very good. Very nice. Out of our comfort zone, we must start thinking. Okay. This particular speech was for Naga tribe. And the speaker is clarifying that and is signifying how we should live. There are choices. Can we become good citizen by merely getting birth in India? You got Indian citizenship. You got voting rights after 18 years of age. You have got educational rights. Everything is there. But are we worthy citizens? This is a big question. And what does Greek philosophy, what he is highlighting, that Greek philosopher, when the civilization was coming up, and they had categorized three types of people living in society. Those who lived for self-interest. Baki kuch nahi pata. Involved in own interest and entertainment and eating and living and sleeping. They used to call idiots. Living for self, good for nothing for others. Though nowadays we say idiots means something comes to our mind. That means mentally not very good, doesn't have that much IQ, doesn't have wisdom. But you see the analogy that a person who is of no use to others, they categorize that person into idiot category. Not utilizing the life properly. This is an opportunity. We got a life. How we want to use it? Isn't it an opportunity? We get some, suppose camera. We use it so beautifully. We get mobile. We use it wisely. But here is a life. Are we using it wisely? And that's why, corresponding to that thought process, that you got such a beautiful life and you are not using it wisely, that is how you labeled as idiot. Second category, what he was highlighting was those who are living for limited community. A person who is living for own village or particular community, caste, religion, or some kind of restricted society, doesn't want to think beyond that. These kind of people, they used to label as tribal. True. This is middle category, that you want to live for particular segment of society. Still okay. And they are ready to fight with other kind of people. And that is how this warriorship and different tribes might have come into existence. And they are okay, they kept it in middle segment. They are of use for limited people. They are thinking about limited people. Now comes the third category, where the person is little magnanimous, little living life openly, thinking about anything and everything which is good around them, taking the choice based on some logics and ready to live for others, including living and non-living things, taking the care of entire world. And that is how this citizen word, which we easily use, we are citizens of India. But are we worthy citizens of India, who is really useful to the country, society? Are we not creating problems for others? These are bigger questions. So let's come to a conclusion that if we want to utilize this life properly, let's be good citizens. For whom, firstly, our parents are proud that my son or my daughter has become good, is of utility to others, contributing to the society. Citizens means contributing to society, prospering society. Whether you become doctor, engineer, army officer, architect, social worker, farmer, but you are really contributing to the prosperity of society. And now coming to this, that those who are really worried about contributing positively are on a path of developing leadership, because they are thinking for others. They are thinking that because of me there are less problem for others. And if that is the thought process, these people are good in family, these people are very good in society, because they are actually positive members of society, and these people are pillars of society and nation. And if 140 crore plus people are there in India, and if we have 10% good citizens, I'm telling you, India can prosper like anything with a great speed. But what is the problem? You are too young to understand few things, that many of us are in that first category, not bothered about anyone. I am living in my own world. मेरी जिंदगी, मेरी मजा और मेरी खुशी, बाकी गए भाड़ में. तो ये मेजॉरिटी है. Let's come out of that so that you become top pillars of society. You think that how you can become a big responsibility seeker, because you want to be in a leadership position, you want to go for class 1 level jobs, you want to earn status and recognition in society. Then this is the thought process, that what kind of problems are there society, what kind of peoples are there, you will compare them. Now every one of you will acknowledge that you want to be in which category? Citizen. But let's put our hand on our heart. Are we really worthy enough to claim today we are in that category? In your age, you are still in that making, that you want to be tomorrow's good citizens. You must aspire to reach there. Some of you will become army or air force or naval officers. You will get into that category who are of some use by virtue of you being in a service. Some of you will become doctors serving the society, but then it is up to you how you differentiate your performance from others. For example, there was one doctor in Pune. That doctor had a very good idea, because considering the today's time, he declared that being a doctor, I will welcome every baby girl who comes into this world. He was a gynecologist. I will welcome every baby girl with some differentiation. So what he used to do? Firstly, moment there is a baby girl born in his hospital, he used to bring cake. And second thing, he is to return the fees of delivery. No fees. This is his differentiation, because society was not welcoming girls, new baby girls. And to break that jinx, to break that pattern, this is out of box thinking, what he was saying. Are you ready for that? There is one barber. Every week, one day, it is in Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. I heard somewhere on a clip, social media, that every week, one day, he and his wife, they move around the city, serve all the beggars on street by shaving them, giving them haircuts. This is noble idea, because a beggar will never go into a barber shop and do that regular haircut or shaving, isn't it? So I'm giving just few examples how people can be really worthy citizens. Now, in your case, I wish you must aspire to become defense officers. As of now, your aim is that. You must think that I will be an officer who is really serving the motherland in true spirit, in the true spirit of Chetwode Credo, which we studied. Nation first, my troops under command are my next responsibility, and my personal safety, personal care, personal honor is always last. If you can make a commitment to yourself like this, I think you can come into the category of citizens, good citizens, worthy citizens. Okay? How many of you feel now that you want to come into that category by doing something differently? Worthy citizens. Okay. Okay, good. Almost every one of you now realizing, जन्म ले लिया, किसी परिवार में जी रहे हैं, जीवन चल रहा है, यही जिंदगी है? नहीं, ये जिंदगी का एक छोटा भाग है एज अ पैसेंजर. Moment you start coming into the driver's or controller's seat of your life, you are on a voyage, you are on a suffer, you are on a journey, beautiful journey. आप एक सुंदर जर्नी पे हो. जैसे ही जन्म लिया और उस जर्नी के ड्राइवर सीट में अभी तक आए नहीं आप लोग, धीरे धीरे आओगे, और जितना आप कोशिश करोगे उतना अच्छी तरह से यू विल कंट्रोल योर लाइफ and control beautifully for the welfare of society, for welfare of your parents, for the welfare of your close circle, friends. It will start with parents, your own family, and slowly that circle will get bigger, isn't it? Can you think on those lines? Then only you can think of joining defense forces, making the supreme sacrifice if required. Otherwise, not everyone is ready to make sacrifice. It is a truth. Not everyone is thinking कि मुझे औरों के लिए जीना है. It is the truth. It is up to you. What choice? What was the question in the end? क्या choice बनाना चाहते हो आप? आप किस तरह की लाइफ जीना चाहते हो? Life with dignity, honor. Life with dignity and honor. Some kind of recognition. And it will come when you go for better civility, nobleness, some kind of helping attitude. Society means friendly environment. So are you really friendly in the society? Are you really helping others in whatever position? In this regard, one more point which comes to my mind, there is always a top at your level. एक मिथ है कि मैं उस पोजीशन में जाके तब जाके करूंगा या करूंगी, मैं जब उस पोजीशन में बैठूंगा तब मैं वो करने वाला हूं. लेकिन टुडे वेरेवर यू आर आल्सो अ टॉप. ये टॉप कभी नहीं खत्म होने वाला. जब आप ऑफिसर बनोगे वो एक अलग लेवल का टॉप है, जब आप सीनियर ऑफिसर बनोगे फिर फर्दर टॉप है. लेकिन आज being a student, you also have some kind of area of influence, some kind of good things you can do. You can clean the environment around, you can share good thoughts, you can talk which is positive, you can make people think positive, where money is not required because you are not earning today, but you can share good things. And that is how you will be on a path of leadership development. अचानक लीडर नहीं बनोगे. You check any leader in the history or in the contemporary world. उनके बचपन से जर्नी देखना, वो बचपन से ही कुछ अलग है, वो कुछ अलग सोचना चाहते हैं, वो कुछ अलग करना चाहते हैं, और तभी जाके वो बड़ा होते होते वो कुछ अलग ही बन जाते हैं. उनके बचपन से ही वो रंग रूप ख्यालात डिटेक्ट होने लग जाते हैं, लोगों को दिखने लग जाते हैं. वेदर इट इज ग्रेट मैथमेटिशियन, कौन था? रामानुजन, श्रीनिवास रामानुजन, बचपन से ही अपने वो रंग दिखा रहा था. वेदर इट इज स्वामी विवेकानंद, वेदर इट इज छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज, एनीबडी. वो बचपन से ही कल्टीवेट होना है। अभी आपके दिमाग में जो थॉट्स आते हैं आप उनको चेक करिए, एम आई ऑन अ करेक्ट लाइन जहां मैं जाना चाहता हूं। मुझे बड़ा बनना है, मुझे एक अच्छी पोजीशन पे जाना है, मुझे ऑफिसर बनना है। वेदर यू बिकम ऑफिसर इन एनी डिपार्टमेंट, कॉम्पिटिटिव वर्ल्ड में आपको सर्वाइव करना है, कॉम्पीट करना है, एग्जाम्स कॉन्कर करना है, isn't it? So how you will do it? You will do it with lot of commitment, lot of hard work and positive outlook. Positive outlook. Then only you will be able to rapidly move towards your goals. Okay? Now, when we talk about officer-like qualities or leadership qualities, they are not just theoretical aspects. Initiative, sense of responsibility, power of expression, confidence, or social adjustment, or any qualities, personal qualities, dynamism, or your courage. Everything has got roots in your thoughts. आप जैसा सोचोगे वैसा बनोगे. When your dreams are big, you will become big. And dreams big मतलब self oriented dreams को मैं big नहीं बोलूंगा. That is your self oriented. You might want to be tomorrow's Ambani. That is your self goal, self oriented goal. But how much is of use for others and nation? That matters for others, isn't it? That matters for others. With this kind of thought process, if you start your journey कि दुनिया में क्या हो रहा है, सोसाइटी के आज के प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है, 100 साल पहले कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स थे, आने वाले 100 साल में कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स है, तब आप अलाइव हो, थिंकिंग हो और आप लोग अपडेटेड हो. लाइक इन द कमिंग टाइम्स, द पैंडेमिक विच जस्ट वी विटनेस्ड, कोविड-19, शायद और ऐसे कुछ हमारे पास प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे. इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आएंगे, कुछ वॉर्स हो सकते हैं क्या, साइबर क्राइम्स का लेवल बढ़ते जाएगा, सोशल डिसहार्मोनी इंक्रीज होगी क्या, द कंबाइंड फैमिली इज इट गेटिंग डिसइंटीग्रेटेड. ये सब चैलेंजेस है. एंड इन द कंटेम्पररी वर्ल्ड, जो प्रेजेंट वर्ल्ड है, उसमें हाउ यू कैन कंट्रीब्यूट, how you can be a differentiator. Can you keep your family in a good shape? Can you keep your thought process in a good way? Can you bring positivity wherever you are? Today you are here, tomorrow you may be in some other field, in some position. Wherever you are, can you bring the change which people can admire? Or you are also a passenger, सब कर रहे हैं, हम भी कर रहे हैं, अरे फिर क्या फर्क है. लीडर्स विल सेट देयर पाथ, उस पे लोग चलेंगे, खुद करते हैं क्रिएट. पाथ ब्रेकिंग होती है उनकी, वो दूसरों के बनाए हुए रास्ते पे भी चलेंगे तो अपनी कुछ फुटप्रिंट्स बनाएंगे. आप देखो, ये नजरिया आप अपना बनाओ कि मुझे अपनी लाइफ की एक नई प्रिंट बनानी है, मैं अपना लाइफ अपने तरीके से सेट करना चाहता हूं. तो थिंक अकॉर्डिंगली. Observe the environment very carefully, society also and surrounding also. कि what are the things happening around us. जब आप जीके पढ़ते हो, be little thoughtful. कुछ ना कुछ आपको उसमें समझ आएगी. जो लिखा है बस वो नहीं, उसके साथ अपना भी क्रिएटिव थिंकिंग. वो तो राइटर ने लिखा है, उसके बाद आप क्या सोच रहे हो. सपोज देयर इज अ न्यूज दैट रशिया एंड यूक्रेन इज फाइटिंग, and fighting statistics आ गया. Now can you apply logic? Today it is Russia and Ukraine, and the reasons are related to Ukraine's joining to Europe, Russia's claim that you don't become member of NATO. Now similar thing in our part of the world. India के क्या problems है? India has got problems with Pakistan and China. How it applies here? हम किस किस के मेंबर है, चाइना किसका किसका मेंबर है, पाकिस्तान किसका किसका मेंबर है. तो रिलेटेड टू दैट, वेदर इट इज हम लोग यूएस के क्लोज में जा रहे हैं, तो हाउ इट इज अफेक्टिंग पाकिस्तान, बिकॉज अर्लियर पाकिस्तान वाज लिटिल क्लोजर टू यूएस. हम लोग रशिया के साथ भी बैलेंस्ड है, हम लोग इजराइल के क्लोज जा रहे हैं, तो इसके इम्प्लीकेशंस क्या है? थोड़ा सा थिंकिंग माइंड डेवलप करना है। ये नहीं कि जो पढ़ा उतना ही, एप्लीकेशन होता है ना, एप्लीकेशन ओरिएंटेड क्वेश्चंस होते हैं। ऐसे ही जीके में भी व्हेन यू रीड सम न्यूज और डेटा और सम काइंड ऑफ डॉक्यूमेंट, अब अपना थिंकिंग माइंड भी अप्लाई करना है कि ये हमारे केस में कैसे लागू होगा। एंड दैट इज हाउ यू विल सी हाउ ग्रेट पर्सनैलिटी यू कैन मेक। You will definitely make great personality. Okay, so to sum up, there are three kinds of people. Lower one is idiots, not bothered about anything around them, they just live for self, they are generally of no use to others, they are just upgraded version of animal, normal animal, isn't it? Second is living for community but in a restricted way, not beyond that. They can fight for their community, but they are not interested in other communities. That is tribe mentality, second category. And third is worthy citizens. Citizens who are actually concerned about nation, entire society. At least nation की बात करेंगे, कॉस्मोपॉलिटन यूनिवर्स की बात नहीं करेंगे, तो एटलीस्ट नेशन, राष्ट्र तक भी बात कर ली तो बहुत बड़ी बात होगी। और अभी से ही आपको वो सोच डालनी है जो हमने चेटवर्ड क्रेडो में देखा था, नेशन फर्स्ट, माय मदरलैंड इज फर्स्ट, बाकी हम लोग मदरलैंड है तो हम है ना? तो उस फिलॉसफी पे, उस थिंकिंग पे चलना है। तो विच कैटेगरी यू वांट टू कम, विच कैटेगरी यू वांट टू बी? वर्दी सिटीजन्स, लेकिन वो जोश नहीं है। विच कैटेगरी यू वांट टू बी? यस, हमने जन्म यहां लिया, बन तो गए इंडियन सिटीजन्स, लेकिन हम इंडिया के सेवक हैं, इंडिया के रियल सर्विंग सिटीजन्स हैं, वो हमें साबित करना है। यू मे ज्वाइन एनडीए बेस्ड ऑन योर परफॉर्मेंस, बट रियल सर्विस आपको करनी है, इजंट इट? ओके, एनी क्वेश्चन? एनी क्वेश्चन रिलेटेड टू दिस? Because then we will go into third part, जहां पे हमें लेक्चरेट सुनने हैं बच्चों के। No question today? Topic was little dull? ये क्यों पढ़ाया हमें? Everything has got correlation because you all are aspirant of defense forces in the officer category. You must know that you want to be in a superior class of citizenship. And what is the differentiation? How you will be rated high when you start thinking about others. आज आप एक फैमिली के मेंबर हैं, अपने पेरेंट्स के बारे में सोचो, दैट इज अ स्टार्ट पॉइंट। अपने ब्रदर के बारे में सोचो, कुछ घर में गिफ्ट आया है, आपसे छोटा भाई या बहन है, इतने मैग्नेनिमस बनो कि मुझे नहीं चाहिए, उसको दे दो। कितनी बार करते हो आप? नहीं नहीं मुझे भी चाहिए, है ना? कोई चॉकलेट है, कोई बोल रहा है अरे बांट के खाओ, नहीं नहीं मैं ही खाऊंगा, उससे बाहर आना है, इजंट इट? देने में ज्यादा बड़ा होता है आदमी, लेने में नहीं। ये संक्षेप में मैंने बोल दिया। ओके, नो क्वेश्चन? ओके, नाउ वी विल गो फॉर लेक्चरेट्स। हु इज रेडी? बी वेरी वेरी फ्री, हमें वो क्विक एक्सरसाइज करनी है, राइट फ्रॉम एनडीए। एनडीए की भी एस्पिरेंट्स, हु इज रेडी? इतना टाइम लगेगा कैसे होगा? या मैं नॉमिनेट करूं? शुड आई नॉमिनेट समवन? वॉलंटियर, लीडर्स बनना है भाई। ओके, कम।
Good evening, everyone. I am Asmita. Today's my topic is Chandrayaan mission. The perspective of Chandrayaan mission is to research on the moon surface, which is the closest celestial body to us. Chandrayaan mission is not a one mission. There is a one series. In Chandrayaan mission, Chandrayaan 1, Chandrayaan 2, and Chandrayaan 3 was happened. But the Chandrayaan 1 was launched on 2009. In the Chandrayaan 1, we was failed in it. The PM of the India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they decided to take to search on the moon. So in 15 August 2003, they were decided to launch a Chandrayaan mission. In 2019, we launched Chandrayaan 2. The main perspective of that mission was to research the south pole of this moon. After that, Chandrayaan third mission was launched in 2023. In this mission, the first time lander and rover was used, but due to the technical reason, we were failed in it. But we know that India is very confident country. We will do in the next series. And Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Vande Mataram. Thank you.
Okay, good attempt. Asmita has tried well, and she has actually shown that brave heart that she can come up and save the group's honor. See, when you try, that has got 50% weightage. I'm telling you, this is how you are rated. Can you stand up when nobody is standing up? So she gets highest marks now. When nobody was standing up, she stood up. Now coming to her topic, Chandrayaan mission. Very interesting topic and very important when you go for SSB, Services Selection Board interview. This is a current and live topic. It may come for your SSB. But what is expected in 3 minutes? What you can speak? You can speak what is the purpose of the mission. She highlighted once it failed, but it was a great achievement. Firstly, low cost. ISRO's greatest distinction is with minimum cost, such missions are getting launched. So it is a pride and honor for the nation. ISRO is a jewel of nation. So we can highlight how ISRO is doing great job in our 3 minutes talk. How nation is getting powerful. That means you are concerned about nation's growth. Your thought process as the nation is getting powerful, you take pride in that. And that is how your body language will show. Then the implications way ahead. Once we are successful, we come into the category of powerful nations. Because how many nations can launch their own satellites and such kind of missions? Very few. And we are now competing with NASA. NASA is also willing to learn from ISRO. These are all very, very great moments. Now we are going further ahead, studying the sun environment and other planets and everything, and launching other nations' satellites also. Isn't it? Good. So you have to organize your thoughts for 3 minutes, what all you will speak, and it will come with practice. It will improve. Next, who is volunteer now? Okay. The girls are winning.
Good morning, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Myself, Kadambari Khandaye. I'm talking about the topic of women empowerment. What does women empowerment means? Women empowerment means empowering women, giving them access to control their own lives inside and outside of their homes. Women empowerment has 5 components: social, economical, physical, educational, and etc. In women empowerment, women should given the tools to assess their life. They should be allowed to do what they wish. Women should Sorry, thank you.
Okay, Kadambari, and not to worry, good attempt. I will highlight one thing after seeing her performance. When you come on stage in front of audience, firstly start assuming that I know better than my audience. That is the first thought. Is it true or not? That is secondary. You must start thinking, I know better than my audience. Second, whatever you want to speak, audience doesn't know. She was trying to say there are 5 categories of women empowerment sectors. If she doesn't highlight 5 categories, who knows? So she can start by saying there are various categories and these are like this. इसको बेहतर समझने के लिए आप स्टेज ड्रामा उसको विजुअलाइज करो. जब स्टेज पे ड्रामा हो रहा है और 2-4 एक्टर्स है और उन 2-4 एक्टर्स में उनको ही पता है डायलॉग्स क्या है और एक डायलॉग कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, दूसरे ने अगर कुछ बॉडी लैंग्वेज बदली तभी ऑडियंस को पता चलेगा इन्होंने कुछ गड़बड़ की. समझ में आ रहा है? जब तक कोई इशारा ही नहीं हो रहा है इधर से, तो आपको ये एक मंत्र याद रखना है, एक आइडिया याद रखना है कि आपने ही अपना रिदम बनाना है, आपने ही अपने थॉट प्रोसेस को लेके घूमना है, क्योंकि पूरा रास्ता फ्री है, किधर भी घूमो कुछ भी बोलो. लेकिन 3 मिनट आपको जब दिया जाए तो वो यूटिलाइज करना है. तो फंसना नहीं है, सेल्फ गोल खुद ही नहीं करना है. ओके, सेल्फ गोल कब होगा? आप खुद सोच रहे हो कि अरे इनको सब पता था मैं पकड़ी गई, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. ओके, सो स्टेज पे नो यू डिड गुड अटेम्प्ट बिकॉज दिस इज समथिंग एंड दैट टू ऑन अ कैमरा. तो आप इतने कम उम्र में, शायद हम लोग आपकी उम्र में इतना भी खड़े होने लायक नहीं थे, है ना? ये भी तो फैक्ट है. हम लोग आपसे बहुत कमजोर थे सभी लोगों से. यू आर मच एडवांस्ड जनरेशन, much powerful generation equipped with lot of brain and lot of good thoughts. अब उसको बस चैनलाइज करना है अच्छी तरह. Who is the next? Now shame on boys. क्या करें? Girls are getting volunteered. Okay, we will not stop. Let the girls win, boys will lose.
Jai Hind everyone. My name is Prajiti Prakash Purane. My topic is my last day in school. As you know, you were in school, most of 10 standard students. You know your last day, how it was. So my last day was very wonderful. My last day was on 13th of February. My last day of 13th of March. So my papers get over on 13th of March. My last paper was computer. So after paper get over, we started means chit chat and that we all were missing our memories. We had means in school we bunked some of lectures. We studied together. We all miss our memories. At last day of schools, all were sad, but missing those memories which created together. But now, because of social media, all are get attached. Means we are talking with everyone. We are missing friends, but because of call messages, we are now together. So we are not feeling that we are just gone. So sorry.
Good. Very apt topics he has chosen. Last day of school. Just you left your schools and will be joining junior colleges, many of you. So this is also a topic where you can express your thoughts. What we are practicing? आपको बस ये पहला कदम लेना है कि मुझे खड़े होके बोलना है। ये भी उतना ही सच है कि और 2 साल बाद या 6 महीने बाद आप बहुत अच्छा बोलने वाले हैं। इट इज जस्ट मैटर ऑफ टाइम। अगर आज आप स्कूटी चला पाते हो या साइकिल चला पाते हो, तो आपका पहला दिन अगर हम कंपेयर करेंगे तो वैसी ही बात है कि आपको पहले दिन जो तकलीफ थी वही यहाँ एक्सपीरियंस होगी कि आपको पहली बार खड़े होके बोलने में जो दिक्कतें आएगी, कॉन्फिडेंस का जो प्रॉब्लम है वो आएगा। और इसीलिए तो प्रैक्टिस करवा रहे हैं, टू शोकेस दैट इफ यू आर डिटरमाइंड you can do whatever you feel impossible, still it is made possible because of your determination. Anybody? We will now see boys. NDA. Okay, come.
Jai Hind everyone, myself Rugved Kulkarni. Today I want to speak about a very crucial topic, that is global terrorism. So what is meant by terrorism? Terrorism is the establishment of the fear, terror all over the globe through the means of violence, attacks, bombings, etc. So mainly the word terrorism, when comes to our mind, we think of Pakistan, Afghanistan. But these are not the two countries only related to terrorism. The countries like Israel, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, also Pakistan, Afghanistan, also related to the word terrorism. There are two types of terrorist organizations. One is who call itself a social worker, like the Hamas organization in Palestine, which call it a social worker. They are working for the goodwill of people. And the second is the organization which call itself a terrorist organization, like TTP, Tehreek-e-Taliban, Pakistan. So the terrorist habitat, so or the environment around us, like the Taliban establishing its territory on Afghanistan, Hamas trying to establish its control on the Gaza Strip, etc. But the word terrorism is incomplete about the disturbances caused in the Kashmir Valley. We know all about the situations of Kashmiri Pandits, which suffered a lot, which gave us tears in our eyes. The Article 370, which gave a supreme power to Mujahideens, and the one main terrorist which we all know is Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden is a millionaire in Saudi Arabia who says that I will not drink a water unless I capture whole Kashmir. So the 9/11 attack, we all know, is related with the Osama bin Laden's terrorist organizations and the Kashmir Valley, the Article 370. But now, as the government is changing and the situation is changing, the abrogation of 370 is the major step taken by the BJP government, and the Uniform Civil Code, I think the steps taken by the government is working towards the world peace and national peace also. Thank you.
Good, Rugved. Rugved is almost ahead of everyone else in terms of confidence. Good. I think with little bit practice, he is almost ready for SSB. What topic he has taken? Terrorism and global terrorism. A couple of points he has highlighted. I will just elaborate about the J&K militancy, and then we will finish. J&K militancy, if you see, we got independence in 1947, 15 August 1947. But J&K was very peaceful. First war happened immediately after independence, but militancy was not there. We even had a lot of good tourist destination kind of thing, कश्मीर की कली मूवी भी बड़ी बनी थी, और एक रूटीन था अच्छा, एक नॉर्मल स्टेट की तरफ, and it was not really a disturbance. The first bomb blast happened in 1988 in Srinagar. 1988. Okay. So, what was the reason? In a very brief sense, I can tell that militancy was tried first in before J&K in Punjab. So before that, it was in Punjab by our enemy nation. Before that, what was happening around us? It was the US-Russia war happening in Afghanistan. So once the Russia withdrew, US won it. Afghanistan was the place where it was happening. Rambo movies were made based on that war. But that war finished. It started somewhere in 1979. It finished another 5-6 years. But the weapons came there. Terrorists were created. Some kind of infrastructure was created. Some support was taken. So once created, some kind of infrastructure will always be in use. It gets shifted. It was easy to get shifted to first Punjab. It failed in Punjab thanks to great police officer KPS Gill, and of course government and all machinery. But his name was highlighted. He handled it well, and then militancy shifted to J&K. So this is that background. First bomb blast happened in 1988. Further, the militancy was peak in 90s. 90 till 96, 97, it was in peak. Heavy militancy, every day some casualty. Terrorists were killed, but we also suffered a lot. Still suffered. Terrorism literally made that state little painful, worrisome. The fear was in the environment. Tourists stopped going there. And then peace talks and all these measures were going on. So it was a big loss to the J&K state, J&K people and nation. Lot of anti-national elements, they will crop up, they cropped up, and they created problems. They took the benefits, and we also suffered in the bargain, because a lot of money gets wasted. A lot of development gets wasted. Can you imagine? We got, I think, first cricketer in Indian team, Parvez Rasool. We got first IAS from that J&K state after maybe 2005. So why it happened? Somewhere we failed. We could not incorporate that state. There were some restrictions, special status. Now with the abrogation of Article 370, now J&K, now it can be union territory. Again, the status will change to state or whatever. But in the bargain, we suffered a lot. Lot of defense personnel suffered. Militancy is always painful. Terrorism is always painful. And in the garb of some fight, some rights, some peace, it is always painful. It is not good. And today, almost 25% of the world is under the influence of terrorism. Whether it is in pockets, even in Europe, some attacks happen. In the Middle East, things are going wrong. Or to the extent, the western or southwestern part of China, things are not getting highlighted in media, doesn't mean nothing is happening. In India, it is getting highlighted. So we feel terrorism is alive only in India or some countries. It is there everywhere. 9/11 kind of things made US to realize that terrorism can hurt you. And then US really got serious, and then some kind of global level thought process started swinging in how to tackle terrorism. Before that, India was crying. And now, to some extent, terrorism is in a different shape. ISIS is a new phenomena. What is ISIS? It is a new umbrella for terrorism. Islamic State in Iraq and Syria. Okay? And you might have read news, some Indians also joining ICs, from other countries also joining. See the propaganda and influence of the social media's power. Sitting at one place, people can join such organizations. So this is a new order which is coming up, new way is coming up. Terrorism is a challenge, not only for one country or one religion. Terrorism has no religion. Any person who goes against the society or a nation is a terrorist. He may be or she may be demanding something which he or she feels legitimate, but nation feels not. And that is how terrorism gets flourished. And we all should be aware of it, because in future, cyber terrorism will be a new challenge, which is already happening. So you as a young generation, tomorrow's world, you have to face. So new challenges will be there. So keep updating yourself. Now, I wish further improvement in lecturates. Want more boys. Now boys have a challenge. Next time only boys should come up. Ready, boys?
Yes, sir.
How many can raise their hand next time ready to speak? What was the hindrance today? What was holding you back today? Your own confidence. Just break that barrier. So today girls are the winner despite being less in number compared to boys. So a big round of applause for girls. Good. Thank you. And keep updating your personality, communication skill, and your thought process. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Yes, sir.